Clutch Sports Podcast, DJ Swirv Deniro, TukTooTrill, M Dollars, Coach G. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on Instagram at InTheClutchSP.
Yeah, so I was wondering, what's your favorite basketball player of all time, current and just all time?
Favorite all time, probably Mike.
Okay.
You know Mike. Right.
That's the GOAT. I'm gonna say that.
My 1B would probably be Iverson.
Okay. I'm gonna clap it up for Ivan too. Yeah, home team. You know. Yeah.
Was there anybody in the NBA growing up that inspired you, or did you want to pattern your game?
Man, I would watch everybody. Like,
Okay.
I would take some Iverson, some Marbury,
Yeah,
some
Stephon was cold.
Brandon,
Ooh, Terrell Brandon.
or some Petrovic.
Oh, Draws.
I would take
Okay.
pieces of everybody's game and just throw it into mine and just learn how to create off that. So I was never a guy that would box myself in. Like, I would take stuff off, man, at the time, off the N1 guys, and just like apply it to my game. So it's a lot. You know, I don't want to box myself in coming up.
You want to be diverse.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Was there anybody that you wanted to face that you saw in the league around the way as growing up, or, you know?
Everybody I wanted to face, I pretty much faced them.
Okay.
You know, I mean, not to sound cocky or arrogant, but in basketball, like, I wanted to earn my name coming up.
Understood.
You know, 'cause my dad had his name, and I kind of wanted to like have my own name and my own path and legacy.
That respect, you want that respect.
Yeah.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that I mean, whoever was the best in the city, whatever, you know, I would compete with them.
Okay.
You know, so S.W.I.R.V, of course, one of the best guards to ever come.
Oh yeah, definitely. Clap it up for
Right. I mean, real big influence on my game.
Okay.
So when I got older, you know, even though they were older than me, those were the guys I wanted to compete against. Not bashing my generation, my era, but once I got like 18, 19 years old, it was all the guys a lot older than me.
Okay.
You know, Fats, Cole Alexander, Harold Dean, James Pelham. Man, I could just Warren Peebles, AJ English. You know, in order for me to be great, I had to play against those guys.
Yeah, so to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? That's what they say.
So, you know, I was that young guy in the gym playing with those guys, and you know, I was grateful for it.
Right.
You know, and
No
the
doubt.
talk was like, you good because you playing and you training with those guys, but I worked to a point I kind of earned my spot at those one of them guys. So
Most definitely.
I finally got him. My first question is, when I'm gonna get this on camera, when I'm getting my jersey, man.
Hey, so
There you go.
Man, that's all I want.
Man, I got a jersey.
I need an autograph jump. You know what I mean? I need the whole 9 yards.
I've been doing bad business with Swirv for 30 years. Jersey, man. Cause I would get a jersey and somebody would ask, I'm like, man, this was Swirv right here. I mean, I'm going back to 03 and 04. Am I lying, Swirv?
No, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I be harassing you for a jersey for 39,000 years.
Hey, Swirv, I got you, though, brother. I certainly got you.
I appreciate it. I can't wait.
Yeah,
man. Your autograph jump too.
Yeah, signed
the
on.
shopping jump. The
Okay.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, man, I got you, man.
In no particular order, give us your top 5 ballers from the city of Richmond, Virginia.
Warren Peebles, Ted Berry, Fats, Alvin Lee, rest in peace. Top 5, that's 3. Parkway Johnson.
Okay.
You say in the era?
Yeah, in there.
Yeah, man. There's so many great ones. Man, I'm going with Rod Wheeler up from Holland Springs.
Okay. Clap it up for him too. We clap it for all of them.
I need 5 more that's an equal resume.
You probably
know?
keep going.
Yeah, Richmond basketball history, man, is deep. So, you know, it's deep in the history books.
Yeah, I think Richmond is slept on. They don't get mentioned like they should, but hoop is here.
I mean, like a lot of guys, man, you know, real deep history of basketball in the city.
So who's your favorite NBA team and NFL team?
Man, I never had a favorite NBA team.
Okay.
Because I just enjoyed the game, and then coming up, I was a student of the game.
Right.
So I really couldn't adapt. Yeah, I couldn't adapt to like one team. I wanted to be great.
Right.
So I had to watch everybody and take this move and take that move and adjust that move to my game.
Okay.
So I never had a NBA team, which is kind of crazy for a basketball player. But
but football your first love.
Yeah,
you said earlier,
So it's Cowboys. Man.
Okay.
Man, you know,
okay.
Blue and gray.
Cowboy Nation. Here we go.
I grew up in a Redskin house, so it was tough.
Oh,
Dad
man.
Redskin fan, mom Redskin fan.
That sounds like me. That's almost my exact situation.
So
that's crazy.
How did you become a Dallas fan, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Man,
wondering.
from birth.
I was born into this.
I was born into it because both parents Redskin.
Okay.
So from birth, it was meant to be. The stars were aligned, man.
Definitely were. The stars were aligned.
It's hard being a Cowboy fan.
It really is.
It is.
I mean, I'm an Eagles fan myself.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So NFC East.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
49.
Oh,
That's
man.
not-
That's my brother team.
Yeah.
So that was in the household, too.
Yeah.
Right.
So the battle between Dion and them, you know, it got real thick in there.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
So,
definitely.
like, mom and dad, the Redskins Cowboys game, like that Sunday will be wild. Because the Redskins win, you know, they happy, want to cook dinner, dessert.
Yeah, going all out.
The Redskins lose, yeah, you on your own tonight.
On your own.
That's
Give
okay.
us some
I see
bread
what
and some
time
water.
it is. Yeah. So my mom, man, I mean, growing up, they'll be in one room watching it. I'll be in the other.
Right.
So
Okay.
if we lose, man, I had a habit that I used to break stuff in the house.
Oh,
So,
man.
you know, mom be like, you getting all mad over a game, and they go home and cash that check and don't give a shit about you.
So, them.
So mom see that early. I'm like, yeah, but you don't say that when y'all lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
That's how we go about our team, man.
Yeah.
We go hard like that,
Yeah,
man.
football, man. That's my heart, man.
Well, who is your favorite, I guess, football player all time? You said the Cowboys your team. Is the Cowboys player your all-time player or just a...
My favorite all time is Mike Irvin.
Okay, the playmaker.
Yeah,
the playmaker.
Man, how he played the game. You know,
Okay.
that passion, that energy, man.
Oh, yeah,
That's
definitely.
something I admire. I admire Emmett toughness.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
it was rare. He would take a hit head on, you know, and that's kind of how he played so long.
Yeah,
You know, he avoided them hits. So
he did avoid
Of
them.
course, it had to be a Cowboy. No question. That's
No
all
question.
I need. That blue and gray.
If you had to choose Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron.
That's tough.
That's always a tough one. That's
Always be great.
we always, let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
man.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
we always do that too,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I feel you.
Yeah, Mike Jordan, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the biggest argument with that is his domination against the players that he dominated, and the fact that he was able to get a scoring title and a defensive player of the year in the
The
same
same year.
year.
Yeah, led the league in steals that
Beyond
year.
epic. So
Yeah.
MVP that same year. That's when he
Right.
won like 7 different
he
things.
won
Finals
everything that you could
MVP,
possibly win.
Silk, All-Star MVP. Like,
Right.
The league was different then. You
Right.
know,
Sure.
it wasn't as athletic as it is now.
okay.
Like 6'9" guys run the floor, 6'10" guys playing guard.
Right.
Like
Right, you're
KD,
right.
Giannis,
Right.
like Luka's 6'8". Tatum is like 6'9",
6'9",
6'10".
6'10", yeah.
So it's rare. It's a difference. And Jordan was skilled and athletic.
Right.
Kind of how LeBron and Kobe is.
Right.
You know, they're highly skilled guys. So,
Right.
man, the league was different. Now, it's all athleticism.
Right.
Right.
You know, these guys now like just freak of nature.
Yeah, just,
Right.
You know, it's so. You know, I mean, different era, different times, though.
yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You know, I ain't one of them guys to say he can play in that era. I mean, great guys will always adjust. No
Facts.
question.
That
about
is,
it.
you're right about that. If you can hoop,
Yeah,
you can adjust to whatever
put
time
Shaq
frame.
now in the league where it's 4 out, 1 in. Basically, one big guy, 4 guards.
Right.
Shaq
Yep.
would find a way to survive.
Oh,
But
yeah.
'Cause if you
he's
put
so
4
great,
shooters around
he
him-
would he would change the game in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how Curry doing now.
Right.
You know, he changed the game. So the great ones will always adjust. You know, you put Curry back against the Pistons and the Celtics back then, and against Vernon Maxwell, you know, he would have to adjust.
He would. He gonna get touched up.
Different.
He gonna get touched.
Yeah. They even called it different.
Yeah.
So I think all the great ones they'll fit in. Then like the mid-level guys, you know, it'll be a different game. You know, I think Draymond, he'll be decent, but I mean, you got Shaq, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. Those were the fives. I mean, not saying Draymond couldn't do it. I'm not saying that, but you know,
that's gonna be tough.
You gonna be tough
because all these dudes is at least
night out. You got Mark Eaton, rest in peace for the Jazz. Remember Ralph Sampson and the Kings on the same team at one time.
Right.
You know,
that is true.
Oh, what up the big? Oh man,
Hakeem
Olajuwon. I ain't say Zoe.
Olajuwon.
Yeah.
The Kimbe, Rick Smith's definitely Rick Smith.
So the big guys back then, I mean, and they were athletes. Look at Dave Robinson. He was an athlete.
Yeah, you're right.
You put him in today's game. Who can check him in the post?
Right.
It'll be tough.
You're going to have to double team him to get out to the wing for the three.
Now,
for shooters around him.
Patrick Ewing, remember, he was shooting 15-footers back then.
That's right.
So he will blossom in today's game.
Right.
You know, he'll fit in. But the great ones will adjust. You know, in any sport, like boxing, man.
Yeah.
You know, you put out Lee in the Irvin, he's going to adjust. Floyd, you know, Mike. You know, the great ones, they're going to find a way.
They're going to find a way. You're right.
What would you say is your greatest accomplishment with basketball?
My greatest accomplishment was using basketball to get a free degree.
I know that's right. We clap it up for that.
Clap it up for that.
Yeah, definitely got to clap it up.
One more time.
Let me get one more clap for y'all.
And going to VCU was different for me, and I learned a lot.
Okay.
Because going up in the inner city, up in Huguenot, I didn't have a class with a white person.
Right. Okay.
You know,
so that was a big adjustment.
Asians, Indians, Italians.
Right.
You know. Right. So going to VCU in class with a whole melting pot. In that first couple months, you know, I'm in class like this. just trying to
observing, just trying to see what's going on, right?
Yeah, trying to figure it out. So I just realized and just hearing my friends, and my parents got to pay this and books cost this. So
yeah.
And I saw in my first year was like, hold on, man, this is a privilege.
Right.
You know, I didn't be grateful for this. But these kids got to work jobs. They scrambling. They eating chips at night. You know, they couldn't pay for books. So, you know, he just hit me one night. Man, Bowen, look, take the bull by the horns, man, and just be grateful for it. So,
most
you know, just using my skills, get a free degree. You know, parents have to pay a dime. You know, and that's kind of what I'm doing now, like with the kids. Just listen, and get that free education.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Your mama, they can have that extra money at the house for them, or whatever. You know, whatever is needed for. So, you know, that's my biggest accomplishment over any shot, any pass, any record, Hall of Fame stuff, right, man. And I use a bad analogy with this. You know, please forgive me, but it's like pimping the game. You know, because back then we couldn't get paid.
Right.
So the narrative was free education, right? But they can make money off us.
Right.
So I said, okay, I'm gonna pimp this game for a long time. And me at 43, man, I'm still pimping the game.
No doubt.
I had job interviews that I'm shirt and tie, right? And they know Leroy Jones, right?
Okay.
But when I hooped at VCU, it was Bo Jones.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I had interviews where they were asked, did you play so-and-so? Yeah. So the interview go to a conversation. So that's a whole different narrative of playing basketball.
Right.
So when I started to notice, hold on, man.
It's powerful.
I got to empower this now. I got to use this.
These opportunities you got.
Past VCU. Mm-hmm. So not saying I depended on VCU, right? This is how we use it. I'm going to put it in the stash pot when I need it. You know, now I'm going to use my face card.
Right.
Because with a football, you got a helmet on, right?
Yeah,
so it's different.
Different.
Right? You bring an NFL player. Bring Jalen Hurts, right? Okay. Into a mall. Some people might not know him. Feel me?
That is true.
Bring Devin Booker to a mall. More people can recognize him.
Definitely.
Of course, they were in the finals, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
that
right.
face.
Mm-hmm. That is
you
true.
know, we got the open face when we play. So, like, I'm in job interviews and start doing business stuff. fundraising for the kid. So I just use that and just let them go ahead and maneuver. So like if they want to talk sports, we're gonna talk sports. So I had to use my skills to kind of buy cars and homes and feed my family and then feed myself. So that's still pimping the game to this day. Yep. You know, being here at VCU. I was in Chicago a couple of times in Chicago. You know, had a job interview up there, and somebody had went to VCU. Interview turned to a conversation. When it turned to a conversation, then that's when you get into doors that you ain't supposed to get into.
That's true.
Because you having that conversation. But to go back to relationships and to keeping your name clean. And then going to VCU, my first week at VCU, you know how I was back then, Swirv Tuka.
Right.
Blue hat, LA fitted, blue do-rag. Am I lying? So I'm in class, do-rag and hat, blue and white Ken Griffiths, white tee, 4X.
Big Josh.
So I'm in class one day, right? So coach comes to the door. And it's Coach Cheeks. Man, take that shit off your head. I'm like, what, coach? They having do-rag. Man, you can't do that here. This ain't why you here, it's an image.
Yeah, but they put you in that
He
image.
said, I know what that image is, right?
Right, it's another way.
But you can't do that no more. Stop. He was dead serious. So that was the last day I wore do-rag out. My hat was always, you know, forward. Right. Couldn't wear it backwards. Because the image, and then he used to always tell me, bro, you from Southside. So people see Southside as, it's like confident in a way. I'm like, what? I used to be on campus at VCU. Swirv, I'm not lying. Swirv, no. Swirv, we used to be on campus. Man, where you from? So, of course, back then, I'm saying Southside.
Of course.
Not saying Richmond.
Right.
Oh, it's crazy over there. It's killing me. What?
Yeah, that's what they
Who
thought.
telling you this? Like,
another image.
Yeah, I'm not crossing the bridge,
Yeah.
so I don't get offended by that. So then my thing, I'm going to change this narrative.
Right.
I'm going to still be me, but I'm representing Southside in a way that it ain't going to be, it's crime, it's killing, it's gangster. And it was my little own thing. I ain't want no following behind it. This was something that I wanted to do. Because people were asking, you from Southside? I'm like, hold on. Highland Park is just as bad as Southside.
Bad, right?
Exactly.
You know, same things going on in HP, Idlewood. It's Richmond to me.
Right.
Right.
But to them, it was, Southside was the worst. I'm like, nah. You know, Churchill. Richmond is a big melting pot. But I got tired of hearing that stuff at VCU, so I just wanted to have a good image. But that do-rag thing, man, coach was like, nah, you can't do that. So, I mean, from that day forward, I was like, I'm going to change that perception. It ain't going to be no, you know. So I had to change some things up. I couldn't had the do-rag, but I was still with the Timbs, with the slouch socks.
Right.
You know, the jeans shorts, the long polo. You know, boss on Sundays.
Yeah, that was the era, right? For all our Richmond heads.
You know what? We appreciate that you came to holler at us for
Definitely
sure.
appreciate you, man. Definitely
You always have done it positively and you're like a squeaky clean guy for the most part. I mean, we all have our faults and, you know, our faults, but you know what I mean? Like, you for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Just like your new organization, if you want to speak on that as well, too, for a second.
Yeah, it's man, this is Bo Jones basketball, and you know,
man, clap it up for that, man. Clap it up, definitely.
We use the kids for. I did that for maybe nine years, and just kind of, you know, man, kids needed some help.
Right.
You know, so
especially these days.
Yeah,
definitely.
God bless me. He blessed my income.
Okay.
That I don't have to charge kids to work out.
That's beautiful, right there. We can clap it up for that. That's beautiful.
It all go back into my upbringing with Cole Alexander, Junior Burroughs, Harold Dean, Milton Bell, Warren Peebles, Ray Neblett. Okay. They didn't charge me.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So when I see the kids now, no, this thing free. And people like, huh? And I'm not bashing people in charge.
Of course.
No.
But you just blessed.
It's a business.
You just blessed to
Now,
be able to do that.
If I had to do it, I would have to charge.
Right.
But just being blessed. So I mean, it's about the kids and just trying to advance my coaching career. And at Richmond Ballers, JUCO. My fourth year coming up down there. So
good luck with that.
Good luck with that, man. Definitely. Clap it up for that. Good luck with that, man.
Coaching college is different.
Right.
You know, but you're still coaching kids and you mentor them, so they got to see me in a good light.
Of course.
You know, but I'm not perfect. my cursing and swearing sometimes in the game get
Get the best of you a little bit.
you know. But I'm not grabbing no players up. You know, I'm not bashing.
Or Bobby Knight.
Fair to say that.
It's over with. You'll never coach again, man. That day's over with. But yeah, man, I've been blessed, man.
Is there anybody coming up in the city that you know of that's probably you think maybe got next or
man,
that way?
I can name a lot of kids. Dennis Parker Jr. at John Marshall.
Okay.
Get a Kansas offer. Alfonso Fats Billups.
Okay.
Griner. He'll be a VCU this year.
Okay.
Black and gold. So of course that's dope.
Okay, definitely.
Hopefully he can put that number 1 on. Up and right now, Ace Baldwin has it. I mean, the great point guard at VCU. Like, there's a store behind that jersey now. Okay. On my first year, I wore 5.
Okay.
I remember that.
So, our team manager named Jay Bird, he came to me and said, Bo, you know, what's going to be your legacy? So I'm like, man, what? I'm trying to win.
Right.
So he kept asking me, what's going to be your legacy? But I didn't take it serious.
Right.
So, prior to the season, coach just asking, you know, numbers. So something came over me.
Okay.
And that's the coach I want that won.
Right.
And then come to find out, I was the first person in VCU history
Oh, wow.
to wear that one.
Okay.
That's
So,
crazy. That's crazy.
You know, Larry Ward after me, Saunders, played in the NBA, but
Right.
my guy, Mark Adams Ward, who's the 804 kid.
Oh, yeah, that's Meadowbrook.
Mikael Sam's Ward. Who was Ward at 1? Oh, man, I got to know this. I think that might be it from the 804. Mark, Kello, and that's it.
That's probably it.
Yeah, Larry Ward. So that's part of my legacy, man. Just that number change, being the first 804 kid, Richmond kid to wear that number 1.
Well, I want to transition to this because I was about to ask you about your legacy, but my question: when it's all said and done, what's the legacy that you want to leave as just a man overall? And that does include your athletic career.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the overall legacy that you want to leave? You know, when it's all said and done.
As far as a man, managers and coach is all intertwined to me. So, just somebody that cared, man.
Okay.
Cared for the kids, you know, and gave back to his community. You know, in my own way. A lot of people say, shut up and play. No, I don't agree with that.
No,
you know,
we definitely don't agree with that either.
Yeah, so just giving back to the kids, kind of seeing my dad do it for so long, and my dad gave so much to others, and it still had time for us.
Right.
So just kind of carrying my own legacy and then carrying his at the same time. So at times it gets stressful.
Right.
You know, losing my dad last May been a huge transition for me.
Rest in peace.
Just
rest in peace, definitely.
And became a new person overnight. You know, for the whole year, I was caretaker, so just seeing him his health deteriorate. But God put it there for a reason. When them nights and I had to take care of him and put him in the shower. It hurt, but he prepared me for his time to leave.
Right.
You know, he prepared me, so I find some comfort in that.
What's one of the best pieces of advice your pops gave to you that you share with anybody, whether it's the kids you work with, grown men, grown women, people in general?
One of his favorite slogans to me was lead. He's always called me lead. He said, lead, you a chump or a champ.
Okay.
So whenever adversity hit, you got to be a chump or a champ. And then part of that speech was, whatever you're going through, you may take one day and cry and hurt and stress, but that second day, work towards solution.
I know that's right.
You know, and
definitely.
And he didn't want me to cry when he left. He told me, no more crying. So it was hard. I still have my days, but I know that ain't what he want me to do. Right. So I hold some strength in that. You know, it's hard, but I'm getting better with it. Just I don't want to ever get over it. I don't think I will. Right. But I learned to live through it.
Right. Before we wrap it up, just want to say thank you again, man. We got Bo Jones Jr., a legend, living legend right here on side of S.W.I.R.V TV, somewhere Richmond, Virginia television. But we everywhere, Coach G, TukTooTrill. But before we go, I was overhearing the story, so I think I might have forgot though. I don't know. I probably did forget. That was many eons ago. That's not the word I want to use, but it was many eons ago. I just said many beverages ago. I said many beverages ago. But how did we meet though, dog?
The first time I met you, Swirv, was we had some Southside boys, some of my homeboys. We came over to hoop at the club. So Danny Farina and Fee Farina, they're from Southside and grew up like in the same neighborhood as us. But they went to the club in the West End.
Okay.
So they messed up saying, yeah, man, come hoop at the club, So, man, one night we pull up and we walk in the gym. You know, we had our 5 from Southside. And, you know, we walk in the gym, we got quiet, you know. Then they started whispering. We were welcome them. We were welcome. So Swirv is one of them dudes, you know, they got pride too. And walking like, nah, y'all ain't coming here. There'll wait a couple games for y'all to play. So, you know, over the years, man, Swirv has been a good supporter, man. I mean, going back to my first couple of years at VCU, man, he was always at the games, bro, supporting. And the good thing about it, man, win or lose, bro, that, man, it mean a lot. You know, like when you put that work in, whatever you do, you just want that commitment on the other end from a friend, a peer. Like, man, look, man, hang in there, bro. So I mean, he was always there, bro, in support. But we first met at the club, man. So there wasn't no fights or nothing, but they let us know, look, man, this,
I come in peace.
Y'all guests.
But just know where y'all at. Just know y'all
Yeah. So and like, we respected that.
Right.
So I mean, from there forward, I mean, it was some good basketball in the club back then, man. Yo, this your man Bo Jones, Swirv TV. Man, thanks for having me, bro.
Perfect.
Yeah, get the house story out there, man. Yeah, man. Man. Thank y'all, bro. Thank y'all for y'all time, bro. Yes, sir,
bro.
Yes, sir, man.